to go for an operation for that.
His system's a different system than mine. There you go. I should start it now. Okay. So yeah, your upper neck is way out.
Is it way out?
C3 has a big change, and C5. But there's 3 different areas there that are quite...
Which is worse?
Your C1.
My C1?
Yeah, so upper. So C1B is probably the biggest break. So I would do that one. Oh, his is really different than my machine. C3. I'm actually going to do 3 on you. And 5.
C3, C5. So this is normal.
Yeah, but if you look at the change, the curve looks good, but the change in frequency. So I just want to reset the frequency so that it's more smooth transition. You can see that it came back a bit. It was out. Hang on, bring it back. It was way out, and now it's come back a bit. But you still have the tension in the upper one. So you can see the difference, the green, how far it came in. When it highlights in a different color, it's showing you that it's way outside the normal ranges.
So when you have the green, it's longer than this. It shows that this is a better result?
No. If you look, see how far this one was out and how much has come back in now. So that's a much better result. Okay. And then the line is smooth. See how the line went jig like this? So the line is much smoother there.
I feel a bit nice.
Good.
You could do the headache protocol on him probably too, right?
Yeah.
No, seriously, it was a bit stiff. I had an epidural on my neck.
Nice.
And 2008. He met a doctor who did on me, right? And I was supposed to, if it doesn't get better, I was supposed to go for surgery.
Wow.
You'll be alright.
At the time.
We'll fix you.
It's Trigger Point that does the setting.
If
your machine's a different machine.
But this is more advanced. What happens now, you can actually do a trigger point on each point. So instead of just doing a standard, it's going to be even that much more accurate.
We're just going to do a little bit on all of the top. Remember how the green bar was extremely long and stiff up top? So I'm just going to work on those muscles. Shows a big head, so it should be pretty comfortable. And you would repeat that again.
That's cool.
And you can do different ones where you have someone turn and look this way, and you do all the shoulder through here, and the same through here. So there's a million different protocols to do with soft tissue trigger point therapy. One of the main reasons that I bought the system for myself, I ran a decompression clinic, so for patients who had disc injuries, and I bought the system for all the soft tissue protocols, because any massage therapist, physiotherapist, any manual therapist who's doing that by hand knows that it's a tremendous amount of pressure on your thumbs. So that repetitive strain on my body I wanted to take away. So getting a system like this, because of the postures that you get to do rather than having to be bent over your patient, you're more of an upright posture, it takes a lot of strain off the practitioner's body, which increases the longevity of your career. And that makes a big difference in a practitioner's life, being able to work for longer.
And the early graph just now, does it show that, you know...
And to reanalyze?
Right.
Yeah, we can take a peek and see what's going on.
Is it recorded for?
Where are we here? Just exit to get to your other thing?
Yep. Yep, just hit the exit, you got it. Sometimes you got it.
Yeah, these things, the touchscreen never like me. Do I have to hit the bar again to get...
No, you're good right there. You're
reanalyze?
good because the yellow one is up, so you're
Okay.
good.
All right,
If he goes back down, you'll be good.
Face down again. Because you've been moving up and down, it may not be as accurate as before, but we'll take a peek and see what it tells us. Okay. Now, you're still showing pretty high right now. So it's going to take a little bit of time for that to calm down because it was super, super tight.
That's chronic. That's muscles, right?
Yeah, exactly. So,
the green bar shows
we'd have to continue to work on that because it's and we did the protocol just once. You normally would repeat it a couple of times, and I'd also do the protocols in through here in order to loosen that all up. But you're holding a lot of tension here. You said that's chronic, but you also just flew a long way to get here, and so that brings a lot of tension in there as well.
What I do with Zarak here. His shoulders, he's pretty strong and he's got a lot of that, like you're saying. So what we want to do is get your shoulders here, and then your head will sit back here. What's happening, your muscles are so overdeveloped in here. It's like a guy driving a horse that reins on a horse, your head's forward, and these muscles are pulling so tight. So what we do is we do these chest ones and the other ones. In fact, let's do that. You can keep your glasses up for this is fine. Let's do that and get that thing to work. Okay. Now, hand on my shoulder. You turn that side. Remember to breathe. When I go to the dentist, I forget to breathe. So I always tell the patients to remember to breathe. It's just a natural thing for a lot of people, but if you breathe, works a lot better. We should have measured you first because you'd definitely be a little bit taller right away after this.
Yeah. Taller than Paul.
Exactly. How about that? Last one. I know you're a tough guy, so I'm pushing on a little bit more. Normally I wouldn't put that little extra pressure.
I didn't know I'm tough.
And now what we want is this range of motion one that Dr. Marianne was talking about. So again, we're going to set this up so that you're sitting up tall.
You make it look very easy. Yeah?
You're going to put your hand on the chair, hold the chair, keep this shoulder back. What you're going to do is turn it to the left. And then back. Now let's switch arms, put this one here, let this arm relax, and remember to breathe. You're still not breathing, go to the right, other right, over there, there we go. Enough of that. Now, take your glasses and we'll see. That'll straighten you up, because what's happening, your head is leaning quite a bit forward. And you've traveled a lot too. Think about that, how much pressure's been on here and planes and everything. So what we want to do is we want to see. There you go.
A lot better.
Okay, now there are these guys.
Wow.
Yeah, see if you work all the different protocols.
You need to get that shot, Paul.
I got it.
So you know, you just look like a different man though too, because you've been traveling, you're just these muscles are working way too hard.
I was a bit stressed though after holding up and so forth. I felt stressed. That's why in between I just stopped.
Yeah.
Right. I feel great.
Good.
Well, that's the plan. That's what patients deserve to have. They don't deserve to have a pill to not feel that they feel poorly. They deserve to feel great because they are. And that's what happens. That's what you want to see.
Congratulations.
Well, that's what you need. Patients need this. It's not. You don't want to.